Hello, yeah, day 20, Advent Peach calendar, day 21. It's gonna be a get ready with me. Because I need to refill my adrenaline. So, decided, you know what? I'm gonna do that for this get ready with me. Um, I was planning, my plan was to do a recommend me a hentai for this, but man, that live stream I did 3 or 4 days ago it fucked me up so much to where that's the reason why we've seen a lot of the Pokemon Let's Play, because those things were already, recorded. Oh, whoops, wait. We want 2 milliliters of natrium chloride. Alright. Then we're gonna open up. This is noradrenaline. And what I normally do, I just open all the bottles. And this is like 4 milliliters of noradrenaline and 4 milliliters of just regular adrenaline. And sometimes, okay, well, that actually went down now. But I can show sometimes what happens with these adrenaline bottles is that you can see that there's some adrenaline right there. So if you were to open this now, boom, this adrenaline will squirt. So you have to just hit it a bit so it goes down. Because god damn it, this man had to restock my adrenaline because they were about to run out. Ended up being 2,300 Swedish kroner, which is around $230, I think. Anyways. And the reason I always start with water is because I don't want it, like when I stick this into the water thing, I don't want, some adrenaline going into it. And since I'm gonna be using all of the adrenaline in these things, I use them last. Alright. And we're just sucking it up. And I always drag the thing all the way it can go. Yeah, because in my mind, it's kind of like doing a little bit of mixing for me when it does that. With the bubbles going through. Alright, there we go. And then we do some more mixing just to get rid of some of the air bubbles. And also, obviously, to mix all the adrenaline. You just do it slowly like this, so you don't introduce more air bubbles, but you just get rid of them. And yeah, it was filled with air bubbles, and now no air bubbles. I'm just gonna bring it up a bit. Okay, well, damn it. Okay, well, you could probably not tell. I was planning on putting it here today, but I forgot to shave. And I can't do here, or on my thighs, or on the left side of my stomach. So the only other place I can do it for now is on the right side of my stomach. Because all the other places have already had one round of infusion. So the only 2 places I could put it is on the right side of the stomach and right there. I'm just cleaning the area a little with some alcohol swabs. And while that dries, I'm gonna open up this patch. Add this thing. And you're gonna see something very stupid soon. Let's see. Blue, green, yellow, red, like red and then red. When it shows you a red color, that means it's okay. You would think that, oh god, as we've been programmed since birth to think that, red, stop, not good, with danger, warning. But not in this case. Red is good. Means it's working as intended. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna fill this. And what I always do is that I shoot out like a few drops so that I know that, okay, there's not gonna be any air. All the air is now up here. And yeah, because of the fact that you make 10 milliliters of this solution, but you use like 2.1 maybe in this patch, so this thing lasts 4 turns, 4 times. So after using it 4 times, you're gonna have a little bit left. So it doesn't matter if you waste a few drops here and there. And what I also tend to do is I tend to take some of this, is this called like medical tape or something? And I put it, see if I can do it, like right here, where these two things connect, is where I put it. I push it down, then I use the medical tape to keep it secured. Because normally when these things come with like this double-sided tape, and you're supposed to put it right here, and then it's supposed to stick to this thing right here. But that's very stupid, because what that does is that when you have it on your body, these part right here like pushes up the needle away from your body. And what tends to happen sometimes, well, not sometimes, most of the time, is that you start feeling the needle like going in and out of your skin. So you're getting stabbed over and over and over again. But if you do it like this, then this part is free to hang out like that. And it doesn't interfere with the needle inside your body. So, yeah. So I filled it. Now gonna push down this lock mechanism. There we go. And now we're priming it. And while it's priming, gonna dispose of some of the waste. And yeah, this one is now filled all the way to the top. So, oh fuck. This is going into like glass recycling. Yeah. This is just an old pasta sauce container. And then the needles. Well, the big needle that I used. I tend to remove the plastic protection and I put it with the plastics. And then I just put this needle right here, right in there. Because these are getting incinerated anyways. And this is just plastic, so you can, recycle it. And it also makes it so that these things probably last like 80, you can probably fit in like 60 to 80% more needles if you just remove this plastic cap. So means you don't have to, go to the apothecary and give it to them as often. These things now last longer. And then I do have one of these that are just for my patches that are over there. And that one we haven't given it in yet. It's a big one, but I'm afraid with that because It's basically a bomb. I mean, these patches have, you know, batteries and shit in them. There's like, I don't know how many in that one. And then, so I wonder if they put it in their incinerator, is that gonna explode? I'm gonna have to remind my mom to like tell the apothecary person, like, because no one has told us what to do. When we asked, the person was like, oh, I don't really know. Just take this big one and then fill it. So we don't know. We've tried to look up what are you supposed to do. No information, which is very weird because these are normally for, you know, diabetics. Like it's an adrenaline pump, but I don't use adrenaline. It's an insulin pump, but I don't use insulin. I use adrenaline instead. That's why I call it an adrenaline pump, even though it says on the bottle insulin pump. Let's see. Yeah, remove the button lock, I guess. And then the plastic. And I have so many extra of these needles right here. At first I saved them, but now I have like hundreds of these saved. So what I just do, I'm gonna show it after I put this on my body. Press it, and you kind of have to just massage it in so that the thing sticks to you good. You don't want it to, you know, loosen up a bit on the, on the sides. It tends to loosen up a bit where the needle goes into your body, because when it does that priming, you know, what it does is that it pumps, which is probably why this thing fits in like 2.1 to 2.2 milliliters. Yeah, but I'm just gonna press the needle in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then activate it. And yeah, I can see that it opened up a little bit where the needle point is. And the reason why I think these things take in 2.2 or 2.1 milliliters is because during the priming, why did I take such a little piece? During the priming stage, you know, it pumps adrenaline through the entire system to push out any air. And what tends to happen, well, what happens is that it gets a little bit of wet on these things, protection here, which ends up making it so that the stickiness on the area where the needle is just comes up, because, you know, it has adrenaline on it. So I have to add, you know, a little bit of this on that place just to keep it secured. Yeah. That is my get ready. So I'm gonna put this one now, like this, in where I have all my adrenaline stuff. And now with these things, since I have probably 100 of these, I just remove this part, this rubber part. I just throw that into general trash, and then this plastic goes into the plastic. Yeah, that is just all there is to it. So now I'm gonna roll to the plastic place to where we organize our plastics. And thank you for watching this Advent Peach Calendar Day 21. Yes, 21. It's almost 22, but not yet.